Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. This is a micro session because it's only 5 minutes long, where a regular Reiki session does take an hour. At least a regular Reiki session with me takes an hour. So, this is just enough to give you a little bit of a taste, kind of an exposure to Reiki, so that you have some sort of idea about what maybe it is. So we'll do 5 minutes of Reiki, and then we'll follow that up with 5 minutes of questions. Whatever questions you have on your mind or on your heart, feel free to throw them in the chat box at that time after the Reiki is over. And I'll take out one of my tarot decks and use my intuition and come up with the best possible answer for you so that you can make the most productive possible decision in your life. So, let's get started with the Reiki. And to start on that, let's just say that Reiki is good for all kinds of good things. Pretty much anything you can imagine, Reiki can help you with. And so, since I don't know what all of you out there actually need, I'm setting the intention for the Reiki to do whatever will benefit each of you the most as individuals. If you have something more specific that you would like to focus on, feel free to go ahead and focus on that thing. So, let's get this Reiki started, shall we? All right, so we're starting Reiki at 38 after the hour. That means we're going to finish it up at 43 after the hour. Hello there to those of you who are in the room. Nobody's said hello yet, but I am glad you're here. Thank you for checking it out. If you have a question about Reiki or what Reiki is or how Reiki can help you or why I do Reiki or why I do these videos, just throw it up in the chat box. This is the time to ask those while I'm doing the Reiki. I'm happy to answer questions like that. I am a certified Yasui Reiki master, so qualified to answer your questions as well. Excuse me. Glad you all are here. Welcome, welcome. If anybody has questions about Reiki, like I said earlier, this is a perfect time to ask those questions. Happy to answer them. I already have a lot of Reiki energy going out to people in their base chakra and also down through the thighs and into the knees. So, the base chakra, if you have Reiki going into your base chakra, that means that either you have something physical going on in that hip, pelvic area. That the Reiki is working on, or it can also have to do with things that make you feel secure. So, home, work, relationships, just anything that makes you feel secure in the world. If you're pulling in Reiki into that part of your body, then that really symbolizes that you are using the Reiki to help you come up with a fine tuned perspective on those things that make you feel secure. Shakoya, hello, hello, welcome. Glad to see you here, my dear. And then the thighs, because we have some Reiki going into the thighs as well, has to do with supporting that stability, supporting that security. So, how do you support that security? How do you keep that security going? You may see some ideas about that changing and adjusting. And then when the Reiki is going into the knees, that has to do with going with the flow. And so, if that's adjusting, it may be that maybe you've been kind of stuck. Now you're moving forward in a more positive direction. Or it could be that you've been super flexible, so flexible that you have allowed other people to sort of push you off course to where you're not even pointed towards your life purpose anymore. Excuse me. So, energy going into that part of your body just means fine tuning and adjusting in that whole going with the flow without being pushed off course area, that perspective changing. Let's see, we've got 3 minutes of Reiki already passed. We've got 2 more minutes of Reiki left. Shakoya, hello, hello. Welcome. Glad to see you in the room. Thank you for the thumbs up. Whoever gave me that thumbs up, I appreciate it. Thank you to all of you who are going to be watching later and giving thumbs ups and sharing this video, especially the Reiki portion, with others so that they can benefit from it as well. I'm feeling a lot of Reiki energy now going more towards people's feet. Feet has to do with finding your direction moving forward, finding your purpose. So I think we can expect some perspective changes in that area for some people who are here. And when I'm feeling the energy leaving my hands into you guys' auras and into you guys' body, and not only feeling about those that are here right now, but also those who are watching later, because the energy is still alive and functioning even later. Energy is not limited by time or by space. Lucky for us, right? All right, so we've got 5 minutes of Reiki. Let's wrap that up. And now it's time for questions. So if anybody has a question, go ahead and put it in the chat box. I'll open up my tarot deck and use my intuition to give you a nice solid answer. Meanwhile, I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes while I wait for some questions to show up. What is today? Today is Monday night. Where is everybody? It's not like it's Saturday night. Did everybody have a hard day? Now they're all sleeping. Anybody have a question? If you do, throw it up in the chat box. Otherwise, I'm just going to put out a message for the room for those who are here. It's quiet in here, eh? Okay, this is going to be about advice for people who are watching this video either now or later, just because we have no questions in the chat box yet. Okay, so this advice has to do with the Chariot. So this is telling me that there's a situation where we're working on a target or a goal that not only involves ourselves, but also involves other people as well. Let's see what's crossing the Chariot. So what's crossing the Chariot is the Star card in reverse. Star card in reverse is saying that we have this goal or this target that we're trying to reach, but we feel like it's unreachable, like it's out of our reach. Okay. So let's see what's best advice for this situation for us. Michael, hello, hello. You do ask about him a lot, that's for sure. Let's finish this up first. Best advice. Okay. Wow, look at this. Okay. So our situation is we're trying to reach a goal that requires somebody else's participation or at least encouragement, but we're not feeling very hopeful about reaching that goal. Advice when it comes to this situation. We start with the Queen of Swords in reverse. That's cut somebody off, cut somebody out. That's saying if there's somebody who is blocking us getting to this goal, then we need to cut them out of that situation because they're not helping us go in a good direction. And look at this. That's followed by the Eight of Cups, which is our walk away card. This says walk away from that situation. So cut somebody out who is sabotaging. Walk away from the sabotage situation. And then we've got the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is my happiness card. It's my card about finding fulfillment, finding joy, which kind of leads me to believe if the best advice here is cut somebody out, walk away from that situation where we had to cut somebody out of, and then we're lighter, we're feeling more energetic, we're feeling more happy, we're feeling more joyful. That kind of tells me that whatever this goal or this target was that we were trying to reach with the other person or group of persons, they weren't really trying to reach it. They were just expecting us to do all the work. They weren't really trying to reach that goal or target. So no wonder we had no hope. We had no hope around it because we were the only one doing any of the work and we knew we couldn't do it all ourselves. At least common sense says that. Maybe we hadn't stopped to think about it until just now. So, yeah, if we're trying to accomplish something that takes more than one person and the other person is not stepping up to the plate, then, you know, why are we pulling that whole load like we're a Budweiser Clydesdale when we've got a Chihuahua dog that's not even trying to pull their part of the load, just nipping at our heels, making us bruised up and infected? No, no. Time to do something different. So Shakoya wants to know, what are Marcus's current feelings about their relationship? Show me Marcus's feelings about the relationship that he and Shakoya have. Well, this could go a couple of ways, what I'm seeing in front of me, Shakoya. And actually, whenever I can't decide on which way it's really supposed to go, a lot of times that means it's actually going both ways, so we've got a double meaning on the cards. So that's what I'm thinking is happening here. First card is not so much, this is not a double meaning, our next two are. He's feeling restricted or limited by the relationship. He's feeling like it's sort of holding him prisoner at this point. He doesn't really feel like putting any more energy and effort into it, and part of the reason he doesn't feel like doing that, excuse me, is because he feels like you're not putting any energy or effort into it right now either. And he's just generally feeling unenthused about it because he feels like you're kind of unenthused either, like you just are about ready to give up and walk away as well. So that's what we've got for the status of his feelings about the relationship right now, Shakoya. Da 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 da. I think you're right, Michael. Walk your path and you will get where you're going. A lot of people try to make walking their path about helping other people walk their path. And that's generally more of a distraction than actually a destination. La, da, 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 da. You're quite welcome, Shakoya. Hope that makes sense to you. Oh, you like the alarm? I like it too, actually. Today was my first day to get to read back in For Heaven's Sake in Denver today. It went really well. And I think we're even going to do a tarot class out there. I'm very excited about that. So if anybody who watches this is in the Denver area and you want to learn about the tarot from yours truly, be on the lookout for a class that's coming up at For Heaven's Sake. We don't have dates just yet, but that'll come out and then you guys can sign up if you would like. Let's see. Anything else I need to talk about? Thank you guys. Thank you very much for being here and spending some of your precious, precious time with me. I do appreciate it. I know you have lots of choices about things you could be doing with your time. So thank you for being here. And thank you. Thank you, Michael. And thank you for sharing this video, for putting thumbs ups on this video. And to those of you who are ordering private readings and private Reiki sessions, thank you. Those of you who do the super chats, thank you. I appreciate all of you so much. It is because of all of you guys' support that I'm able to do what I love to do for my living. So thank you very, very, very much. Nectar Ascension Arts, you're getting here as I'm walking out the door, honey bunny. How are you? Nectar Ascension is one of my newer subscribers here. We're glad to have her in the family. And of course, there's a delay. A delay when you ask a question until the person hears it, and then they type back, and then it gets to you. Technology is wonderful. It's just a little slower than we like. La da 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 da. I'm glad to hear that you're good. I'm fantastic, my dear. And actually, I was just getting ready to sign off, so I'm going to have to do that. But if you have a question that you want answered and you don't want to wait till my next live, then feel free to do a 1-question reading or a 2-question reading or a live reading. All of that stuff is good. You're funny, Michael. Anyway, all of that can be found on my website, which is listed in the description box below. Everybody have a fantastic, wonderful, thrilling, and peaceful evening. And if I don't see you for a private between now and then I will see you guys back on the next video. Peace out.